7 in 10 Californians polled last spring said they support voluntary state-funded early education, but not everyone agrees on how to do it. Joyce Gomez and her husband are thrilled that next year their 3-year-old son Asher may be able to enroll in a free year of school before kindergarten at their neighborhood public elementary school.
I am so happy. I can't wait.
The stay-at-home mom says childcare is expensive and a free year of pre-K would allow her to go back to work and give her son the jump start he needs.
It's very important because the human brain develops in 90% between 1-year-old and 5-year-old. So how early he can get in the preschool program, it will be better for him.
Right now, California's Transitional Kindergarten, or TK, enrolls about 100,000 children. These kids who turn 5 between September 2nd and December 2nd currently get a free year of publicly funded pre-K. But starting a year from now, more children will be phased in till all 4-year-olds will be eligible for transitional kindergarten in public schools by September 2025.
We do have a mixed delivery system.
Assemblymember Kevin McCarty introduced the legislative bill to expand TK.
This is really going to help student achievement, and it's a big win for California.
But critics say universal TK would cripple an already fragile childcare industry and hurt the families they serve. Bahia Inc. provides childcare for kids aged 2 to 10 years old in Berkeley.
Our priority.
Executive Director Beatrice Leyva Cutler only heard about the state's plan to expand TK last year.
It was like a cold bucket of ice on our face. We were dealing with COVID, and then we learned about this transitional kindergarten.
Beatrice fears 4-year-olds will leave her bilingual child development program for free TK that doesn't provide the same quality education. That would force Beatrice to shift to serving kids aged 3 years and under, a more expensive business model that requires different training and more individual care.
Pivoting is not so easy as the authors of this bill seem to think. You know, you just can't say, okay, you're a preschool teacher, now become a toddler teacher, an infant toddler teacher.
The results could decimate licensed child care providers barely surviving the pandemic. Lori Furstenfeld of the Child Care Law Center.
A lot of programs have already told us that they're going to need to close. They will have to close. They will have to cut down the hours, their staff.
Liz Nolasco says that could put her family in a bind, not just for her as a preschool program director. If her young son enrolls in TK in a few years, the working mom may have to shuffle him from place to place because TK is only for a few hours and there aren't specific plans yet for full-day options.
So we would need to start looking into those before and after care options. And I mean, in the worst case, I might not have a job.
Others are concerned about additional support for students. The executive director of Head Start says he's working to guarantee families can keep the health services they depend on.
We have 100,000 children in Head Start every year. We just, in the end, want to make sure that parents get what they need. And some of them are going to need Head Start.
Education advocacy organization Early Edge supports expanding TK. Executive Director Patricia Lozano says it means some 225,000 more students will get an extra year of school at a crucial time for learning.
All in all, it is an amazing budget, a historic budget, and now it's like, how do we make this happen and help with the implementation of it?
McCarty says it's a massive undertaking. 1 in 4 public schools already have TK, and the state plans to spend billions of dollars to add portable rooms to elementary schools or retrofit classrooms empty from declining enrollment. Despite a labor shortage, teachers would be reassigned or hired and trained. Reimbursement rates and assistance will rise for subsidized child care that serves kids 3 and under.
We think it's an absolute win-win-win. But the reality is this change is hard. This upsets the course of things how they are today.
Over the next 5 years, California plans to roll out the nation's largest universal TK, but it's clear the transition won't be easy in or out of the classroom. Sharon Chin, KPIX 5.